in case you've been living under a rock, you know, Trayvon Martin is a 17-year-old young black male who was killed by, I'm going to say, a nun, and he gets shot. Male. Just walking home. You know, just going to made a quick run to the corner store or the little store, whatever, pick up a few snacks, had some Skittles and a Arizona tea. That's it. And he's walking back, and George Zimmerman, who appointed himself, because I found out he's not even really with the neighborhood watch, he is self-appointed neighborhood watchman, decides that Trayvon looks suspicious. And when I'm listening to the 911 tape and I hear George Zimmerman describing what Trayvon is doing, and he said, you know, he's walking and looking around, and he has a hoodie on. You know, I don't know. I mean, I've been in America my whole life. And unless you're handicapped or have some type of disability, I believe that we all walk. I didn't get the memo that walking was now deemed as suspicious activity. And so, top it all off when, you know, of course, Mr. Zimmerman claimed self-defense. And the cops don't arrest him because it was self-defense from Trayvon. Now I'm thinking, you approach this guy, you approach Trayvon. He's not armed. He's not coming to your house. He's not approaching you. You're following him after they tell you not to follow this man. You follow him anyway. You have a gun. He does not. He has some Skittles and iced tea. What exactly were you defending yourself from, Mr. Zimmerman? Well, how was your life in danger from Trayvon? Now here, like, oh, they got into an altercation. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're following me, I'm not bothering you. I'm minding my business. I'm going to walk home, and you start running up on me, and you have a gun? Yeah, an altercation just might ensue because I'm fearing for my life. I even heard reports where Mr. Zimmerman was saying that he was the one that they heard on the tape screaming for help. And I was thinking, okay, you have the gun. Trayvon is unarmed. He has some Skittles and an iced tea. You approach him, follow him, whatever words you guys exchanged, whatever, and you tackle this, y'all are wrestling around, whatever the case may have been. How did you fear for your life? I'm baffled on that. And the fact that you can just claim self-defense and no one arrests you, what are you defending yourself from? Like, what did you need help with? If you were yelling help on that tape, Mr. Zimmerman, did you need help trying to figure out how to take off your safety? Apparently not, because you shot him. I'm not sure what you needed help with. That's where I'm confused. I don't know, everybody wants to say, you know, I've been watching the videos, I've been hearing the feedback. People saying that, I've heard white people making comments that, you know, I'm hearing black people are bashing us, and this isn't all white people, and it's unfair for y'all to lump us all in a group. I agree. I think it is unfair based off this incident for all of a sudden all black people start ganging up against all white people. Because I don't believe, no matter what people say, I don't believe all white people are evil. I don't. I believe that there's evil in every race and gender. It's not limited to a particular race. Young black men and women lose their lives every day in this country. Every day. It's been going on for so many years now. But as long as black people are killing black people, doesn't seem to be a big deal. You know, it's wonderful that we're all, you know, passionate about what's happening to Trayvon Martin, and everyone's enraged and everyone wants something done. They want justice. But I don't really see this type of reaction nationwide every time a black person is killed, because black people are being killed every day by other black people as well. Why do we not get just as passionate about us killing each other? Because that's accepted, that's what we're supposed to do. It's okay because they love to see us killing ourselves. I want y'all to think about that. And then prior to this Trayvon Martin murder, the biggest battle I've seen going on, at least one of the biggest, has been between black men and black women. You know, black women bashing black men bashing black women. And it seems like the only time we can come together is when someone outside of the black race does something to a black person. Now everybody's suddenly magically united. And as soon as that little incident or whatever happens subsides and goes, some time goes by, we go right back to bashing each other. Why? So people asked me to do this video about Trayvon. Like I said, I didn't want to because I don't think there's much I could say that hasn't already been said. Everyone's saying the same thing. But, and I do understand. I mean, of course, we can't prove it, but all the evidence that I see, in my opinion, and I'll say it again, in my opinion, from what I've heard and seen with this case with Trayvon, I feel that racial profiling was involved. I feel that stereotyping was definitely involved, or there never would have been any type of incident to begin with. I mean, everyone's saying, well, how can y'all say it was? I've heard some white people making comments, and people who are non-black making comments saying, why are black people always assuming, why are they so quick to pull the race card? Well, honestly, in this particular situation with Trayvon Martin, I don't know what other card to pull. You know, if we take color off the table, what really was Mr. Zimmerman's problem? You know, what made Trayvon Martin walking down the street, not bothering anybody, with some Skittles and iced tea in his hand, what made him suspicious if it was not his race? That's my question to white people who feel that way, or non-black people who feel that way. Another issue that I have, even more so than the racial component, because I'm personally angered anytime someone loses their life. I don't make a special preference that, oh, if a white person or a non-black person kills a black person just because their color, I'm more angry about that. I'm equally as angry when our own people kill each other for no reason. I think that is just as much as a tragedy. But I think, you know, we are more sensitive to race issues because of the history of this country. And, you know, people, we go all out when it's a racial or component to something like this. Versus if this, you know, I wonder, would we be sitting here having this conversation? I wonder, would it be all over the news? Would it be such a big deal nationwide if Trayvon Martin had been shot by a 28-year-old black man? I wonder. I really wonder. Because sadly, I don't think it would be a big deal nationwide. But the racial component to this makes it a big deal. And I don't know. I guess the other thing too that's like I said, I kind of touched on this a little earlier in this video about how we only seem to come together when it's someone outside of the black race doing something to someone in the black race. But we always are fighting amongst each other, we're killing each other, and that seems to be okay. But here's what's funny to me. I've had conversations and I've seen so many videos from a lot of the same black men who bash black women every other day on their channel. They talk about black women being the enemy, black women being the scum of the earth, and, you know, they're no good. That's why I only date white women. But right now, the same people who say this all the time, are the main ones saying that we need to unite as black people, and the white man is the enemy, and the white man is the oppressor, and racism, this, and this. And I'm a little baffled by that. I'm a little baffled by it. Maybe somebody can help me with that.